One of the most mysterious, valuable, and shocking discoveries in modern American coin history, the 2000 Mule Sacagawea Dollar. What makes this coin so special? How did a simple dollar coin turn into one of the most sought-after treasures in U.S. numismatic history? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll see why collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts of money for just one of these coins. Have you ever held a coin in your hand that could secretly be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars? Well, today's story might just change how you look at your pocket change forever. Because hidden among the ordinary golden coins, let's take a step back to the year 2000. The United States Mint introduced a brand new dollar coin, the Sacagawea Dollar, meant to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar that had been circulating since 1979. This new coin featured the young Native American guide Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean Baptiste, on the obverse, designed by artist Glenna Goodacre. The reverse displayed a majestic soaring eagle with 17 stars, representing the states in the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The coin was intended to celebrate Native American heritage and exploration, and the U.S. Mint hoped its golden color and unique design would encourage public use. But despite the Mint's best intentions, the Sacagawea Dollar didn't catch on in everyday circulation. People preferred paper money, however. That didn't stop collectors and coin experts from paying attention, especially to what happened at the Philadelphia Mint that year. Because among the millions of ordinary to 1,000p Sacagawea dollars, a few incredibly rare and bizarre coins escaped the Mint that would stun the entire numismatic world. Now, before we get to the legendary Mule Error, the coin worth hundreds of thousands, let's talk about the coin's basic features. The 2,000p Sacagawea Dollar was struck in Philadelphia, indicated by the P mint mark just below the date. The composition is not actually gold, but a blend of copper, manganese, brass, and zinc, giving it that rich golden hue. Each coin weighs about 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter. The design was struck with an impressive level of detail. Sacagawea's calm expression, the intricate folds of her blanket, and the small baby's visible face all represent some of the finest modern U.S. coin artistry. But, as with most new coin launches, there were production issues. And these issues led to a few incredibly valuable error coins that today command jaw-dropping prices. So, what makes the 2,000p Sacagawea Dollar worth big money? Let's start with the most famous of them all, the Cheerios Dollar. When the Mint wanted to promote the new Sacagawea Dollar in early 2000, they teamed up with General Mills, the makers of Cheerios cereal. They placed over 5,500 freshly struck 1,000p Sacagawea dollars inside specially marked boxes of Cheerios as part of a nationwide promotion. At first glance, these coins looked just like any other 1,000p Sacagawea dollar, but years later, collectors made a shocking discovery. The reverse of these particular Cheerios coins had extra feather detail on the eagle's tail. The eagle's tail feathers were far more defined, with crisp and deep lines not seen on the regular circulation strikes. This was a prototype design, struck from early test dies, before the Mint finalized the coin's production version. Only a handful of these Cheerios dollars are known to exist, and when they surface, they can sell for staggering amounts. One such example sold for over $25,000, and in some cases, certified Mint state specimens have been estimated at $50,000 or more depending on condition. Just imagine a coin that once came as a free toy in a cereal box could now be worth as much as a brand new car. But that's only the beginning of this story, because another error from that same year would completely blow those numbers out of the water. Enter the 2,000p Sacagawea Dollar. State Quarter Mule Error, one of the most famous and valuable modern U.S. coins ever discovered. A mule coin happens when two dies that were never meant to be paired together are mistakenly used in the minting process. In this unbelievable case, the obverse die from a 2,000p Washington quarter, featuring George Washington's portrait, was accidentally paired with the reverse die of a 2,000p Sacagawea dollar. That means one side of the coin shows George Washington's head, while the other shows the soaring eagle meant for the Sacagawea dollar. To put it simply, it's a Frankenstein of coins, something that should never exist. But somehow, it did. When the first of these mule errors surfaced, collectors were stunned. Many even doubted its authenticity until further analysis confirmed it was real. The mint eventually admitted that a few of these coins had escaped into circulation, though exactly how many remain is unknown. Most experts believe fewer than 20 genuine examples exist. Now, let's talk value. The first known example of the 2000p Sacagawea Mule Dollar sold privately for around $29,000 in the early 2000s. But as word spread and more collectors realized the rarity of this incredible mistake, prices skyrocketed. In later years, one of these mule dollars sold at auction for $44,000, and another even fetched nearly $20,000. Today, depending on condition and certification, experts estimate that if one of these coins were to surface in pristine condition, it could easily command over $500,000 and possibly approach the $1 million mark if it's in the highest mint state grades. What makes the 2000p Mule Error so fascinating isn't just its value, but its story. How could such a mistake happen in a highly controlled minting facility? Theories range from a simple human error during die installation to the possibility of an intentional act by a mint employee. Whatever the truth may be, the result is one of the rarest and most valuable coin errors in American history. Beyond the Mule and Cheerios versions, there are other fascinating varieties of the 2000p Sacagawea Dollar that have also become collector favorites. Some coins feature dramatic planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal blank, such as A. Susan B. Anthony dollar planchet, or even a quarter planchet. These wrong planchet errors can sell for $5,000 to $10,000 or more depending on rarity and eye appeal. Then there are double strike and off-center strike errors, where the design is misaligned or struck twice during minting. These unusual visual errors often attract high demand, especially when the coin still shows both the date and mint mark clearly. Examples of these have sold for $1,000 to $3,000 in recent auctions. Even standard 2000p Sacagawea dollars can be valuable if they're in exceptional condition. Coins graded MS69 or MS70 by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC are extremely scarce, since most of the coins released for circulation acquired bag marks or scratches. High-grade specimens have sold for $5,000 to $1,500, especially those with perfect golden luster and strong strikes. Another unique variety to watch for is the Goodacre Presentation Sacagawea Dollar. When the mint's artist Glenna Goodacre was paid for her winning design, she received 5,000 specially prepared 2000p Sacagawea dollars directly from the mint. These coins were struck on polished plankets with extra pressure, resulting in mirror-like surfaces and exceptional detail. Each coin was later graded and labeled as a Goodacre Presentation Dollar, and collectors today pay hefty premiums for them. These special coins often sell in the $2,000 to $5,000 range. It's incredible how many versions of the 2000p Sacagawea dollar exist, each with its own fascinating story and incredible value potential. From cereal box promotions to minting mistakes worth hundreds of thousands, this coin has everything a collector dreams of: history, mystery, and pure luck. But the question remains, could there still be undiscovered treasures out there? Experts believe it's possible. Not every mule or prototype coin was found. Some may still be sitting unnoticed in collections, in old rolls of dollar coins, or even in forgotten change jars. Imagine being the lucky person to stumble upon one of these ultra-rare coins. You could be holding a fortune without even realizing it. So, if you ever come across a 2000p Sacagawea dollar, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. Check the edge, the feather details on the eagle's tail, and even the obverse design. If it looks a little unusual, if something feels off, or if it has sharper or different features than you'd expect, it might just be one of the rare varieties we've discussed today. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar represents one of the most intriguing moments in U.S. coin history, a time when a simple dollar coin became a legend. Whether it's the rare Cheerios prototype worth tens of thousands, the Goodacre presentation pieces valued in the thousands, or the unbelievable Mule Error Coin that can approach $1 million, this is one modern coin that proves history and fortune can still be found in the smallest, most unexpected places. Collectors continue to search for these elusive treasures. And the fascination with the 2000p Sacagawea dollar shows no sign of slowing down. Every few years, a new example surfaces, sometimes from an old collection, sometimes from sheer luck. Each discovery reignites excitement across the numismatic community and reminds us all that even in the modern age, true coin treasures still exist. So the next time you come across a golden dollar coin from the year 2000 with that tiny P mint mark, take a good look before spending it, because if you're lucky enough to find one of those rare errors or varieties, you could be holding a piece of American coin history, one that's worth far more than its face value. It could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. That's the incredible story of the 2000p Sacagawea Dollar, a coin born from innovation, marked by mistake, and forever enshrined as one of the greatest modern rarities ever produced by the U.S. Mint.